Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm going to talk about this controversial topic right now. So, I see people lining the streets and protesting, getting paid to protest, and they're preparing for riots, and these people act unhuman, uncivilized, unnatural. They don't act. A lot of people I know now, they say don't want to work. They say they literally won't work. They said they deserve to be paid whether they work or not. They they said they deserve to be given everything whether they're doing anything or not. And I understand in the society we live now, we do live in a society where we have technology at our disposal. We have the resources at our disposal greater than we've ever had in known history, in documented, recorded history. We have so many things that we didn't have before that would give us the availability to live in comfort and ease. But people still have to work, because even my parents even say that if you don't, then you don't have purpose. You know, if you don't do something, you have to keep moving. Look at these people that don't. They look like a crazy bunch of maniacs running around with blood on their bodies. Just, they're sitting there roaming the streets with acting like it's menstrual blood all over their legs and their crotch, and holding a dead baby, holding a fake dead baby in their arms. Who does that? Who does that? And the baby has blood all over it. And they said, this is my right. I thought they said it wasn't murder. I thought they said it wasn't killing a baby. That's what they thought. Then why do they actually have blood all over their crotch? And why do they have a fake dead baby doll that they're holding up? It makes no lick of sense. These people look insane. I mean, they look like maniacs. I mean, that's called reproductive rights. That has nothing to do. I just don't get it. We live in 2021. There's contraceptives. There's preventative methods. We have the means to not let something develop and then kill it. And then someone had the audacity to say that this person said, whoa, you're comparing babies to a parasite? And I'll show you. And they have Homer Simpson, which ruins Homer Simpson, as their background. No, just is a person who is tired of men who can't. They're a person who's tired of men who can't have babies, trying to tell women what they can and can't do about a parasite in their body. A parasite. They're comparing a baby to a parasite. What is wrong with people? What has happened to humanity? Reminds me of the book of 2nd Esdras 5. That's what it reminds me of. If you read 2nd Esdras 5, they took a lot of books out of the Bible, don't let a lot of the books even in there. Didn't let a lot of them in there, and this guy's like, do you really call a baby a parasite? And then she said, definition of a parasite: noun, an organism that lives in or on an organism of another species, its host, another species. Okay, so that's an organism that lives on another species. So you're saying the child inside your body is another species? Really? That's what you're saying? So it's not human. Another species, its host, and it benefits by deriving nutrients at the other's expense. So that child inside them is deriving nutrients at their expense. So it's a parasite to them. And this other person here says, you can read their username there, nah, that's a photo of a woman who rightly criticized a man with the political power celebrating the erosion of reproductive rights. The freedom of those citizens unless it's a woman. Where do you call that reproductive rights? Where do you call that child a parasite? That fetus a parasite? Some women have actually gone through a seminar about, and some women who had abortions that regretted it came out later and said, I'm so glad that they overturned this and gave it to the states, their right to choose. And this one person said that the child, we had a person speak at our school, and they said that their parents almost aborted, their mother almost aborted them because the dad did something with her, did things with her, and then left. And one day, when he got older, he found his dad. He said, I wanted to punch him, but I just cried. We hugged each other, and that was that. And he said, I was so glad that she didn't abort me. And then you've got people who say, well, I didn't ask to be in this life to begin with. That's the reply I got. I don't remember asking to be in this life to begin with. None of us remember asking to be in this life, as far as that goes. I mean, yeah, none of us remember that. But he said, most of the time anyway, but he was saying that, like, life is not precious, it's not a gift. And I had stated, I was like, well, then maybe the mothers are the ones calling a fetus a parasite and rallying for abortion had the, maybe if they had aborted their child, if their mothers had aborted them, then maybe the world we live in would be ponder that thought. Ponder the thought that what if, and I said to all the people calling a fetus a body leeching parasite, maybe you shouldn't have been born. Ponder on that one. And then I get a reply that Twitter won't allow. It said, we didn't ask to be born. If you try to take your own life, you are deprived of your freedoms. And then this person, let's see, where's it at? Where's that tweet? That's what I stated. I said to all the people calling a fetus a body leeching parasite, maybe you are the parasite. We have a thing in 2022 called contraceptives. I don't know how many views I got on that. 49 impressions, no engagements, no likes, no detail expansions. But just think about it. These people are calling these fetuses in their body a body leeching parasite that sucks the nutrients out of their body. Well, first of all, that shows how dumb you are, because a parasite is something that will leech off of the host's body. It is another species. The child inside your body is supposed to be your species, as far as I know, well, most of the time, unless you're abducted. But here's the thing, I understand some aspects. There's rape, incest, there's people who find out that they've got a child who is, I'll just say, mental or mentally challenged. There are children who are expected to be retarded. There are children who are expected to be with Down syndrome. There are children, and parents decide not to bring them into this world. Sometimes that happens. I don't have any stance on that because I'm not a parent, and I'm not going to state anything like that. I couldn't fathom, really. I just can't. Some parents have continued, some moms have continued to have their child and let it be born, even if it was the result of a horrible situation or something out of their control, or even if they were too young to think of the consequences of the situation of their actions. I know that happens, and I know sadly rape and incest happen in this world, and you don't want to have that type of child. Some people don't, and then other people can't fathom the thoughts of getting rid of it. There are certain exceptions. Also, if the mother's life is in jeopardy, some states say, hey, we'll allow that, but some moms choose to let their own life be taken so their child can live. I mean, there's a lot of moralistic issues that come into play there. I don't get into the standpoint of it. I don't get into all that. But I just don't understand these people who seem so hate-filled, having blood all over their crotch, all over their body, holding a dead baby doll with blood all over it, beheading the baby doll. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with these people? They look like possessed maniacs or just soulless parasites themselves. That's what they look like. Soulless parasites themselves. It's just, I don't understand it. It makes no sense. Alright, so that's all I've got to say. Much love, everyone. Peace. Signing out from this video. Please like, subscribe, share, and share with others, because I don't understand it. I don't get it. You're not going to call... I mean, a parasite is something... How can you call a fetus growing inside your body a parasite when you could have taken something to keep it from forming to begin with? Why let it get that far along and then make the decision? Is it because they're being paid? Is it because they're using them for medical purposes? Because they're using it for, oh, I don't know, say, to make people look younger by putting the child placenta, or the not the placenta, but the I know they use the umbilical cord sometimes, but the aborted fetuses, they'll put them in different products. They are working on that for people with Parkinson's. They're working on that for people for de-aging purposes. They're also using that for medical purposes, for medical issues. Stem cell research. I know a few celebrities who had that done, who used that. So are they paying them for that, or what? How can you call a fetus a body leeching parasite when a parasite is something that is a completely different species than you are feeding off your body? Alright, that's all I gotta say. Signing out.